welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan and today we're going to be walking through how I like to meal plan. Now I kind of dropped the ball for the first 2 weeks of the year with the holidays and everything, getting back into the swing of things. I did not really meal plan at all for the first 2 weeks of January. So we are going to be focusing on the last 3. Now, the first thing I like to do is shop my pantry. So I make a list of all of the items that I have in my freezers, my refrigerator, my pantry. That way I can highlight items that I know I need to use up before they go bad. It will save me money because I'm shopping what I already have, / if I find deals, I will pre-populate the freezer. So I might already have some of the items I'm planning on using in my pantry. There's a lot of different ways to meal plan. For me personally, I like to make a calendar. It just works out really well for me. That way I can share it with my boyfriend, I can print it out, I can keep a copy in my planner, I can keep a copy on our general calendar that we have in the kitchen, whatever I would like to do. I break it out by breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now we're gonna build our meal plan. So for us personally, I like to put down kind of any flaggers that I have throughout the month. So for us, we're not gonna have to do dinner on Monday because we actually have a Christmas party with my family that's going to be dinner. So I don't have to book a dinner for that. And then I like to put a couple of things on here just because they might impact what we're doing for lunch or what we're doing for dinner. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Monday through Friday, we are very basic and we do oatmeal for breakfast. It's quick, it's easy, and it keeps you full. So I am going to pre-populate our oatmeal. And just to save time, I'm going to paste that into all of our breakfast spots. Now on Saturdays, we always do pancakes and bacon. So I'm gonna pre-populate those. Breakfasts are always the easiest for us because, again, we keep it really simple, and that way it makes my life easier for shopping, also meal planning, and it just works out really well. For Sundays, we were typically having like cereal or yogurt, some things that we're kind of eating up, but it's kind of like our fun day. My boyfriend wants to try a new recipe, so that is what we're gonna do on Sunday, which is like an eggs and biscuit type of meal. A recommendation is only to try a couple new recipes every time you're doing your meal plan. That way, you can subsidize with other leftovers if the recipe just doesn't work for your family. Now, Sundays, we always do leftovers. I typically will do meal prepping on Sundays, so we'll kind of nibble at whatever I'm meal prepping, / we'll have extra things on hand that we need to eat up. So that is pre-populated there. Now, lunches, we have been mixing it up, but for the month of January, we're gonna try just doing the same lunches. So a salad and sandwich. We can do different types of sandwiches, we can do different types of salads, kind of whatever we have on hand. And then kind of with that, if we have extra leftovers for sides and things like that, that makes my life a lot easier as well. Now Monday, I do have a work lunch, so I'm not actually going to do a work lunch, and let's put in that family Christmas for dinner. So we're not actually gonna do that either. And I am going to highlight these in red. That just reminds me that, hey, you don't need to make any food or pack any lunches for these days because we're not feeding ourselves. So that's a little bit easier for me to see. Another thing that we like to do in our house is kind of keep my meal plan consistent. So for Tuesdays, we always do tacos. There can be different types of tacos, but tacos to make it simple and easy, and we love tacos, so I could eat that a lot. So I'm gonna fill that in. Wednesdays, we do some type of pasta, but I'm just gonna write spaghetti. Doesn't have to be spaghetti, but we typically do spaghetti. And then Thursdays, we're gonna do burgers, plus some type of vegetable. So now these are things that I already have on hand, so I don't actually have to shop for any of those core meals. My thought process on these kind of blanket meals that we have every week, they're quick, they're easy, and I can make them, we know we're gonna like them, we know we're gonna eat them, but also I don't have to think. Something else, my sister's gonna be here on Monday and Tuesday, and I told her I was going to make chili. So I'm gonna put in chili and cornbread, but that will actually be enough food for another day. So let's do chili and cornbread on Saturday as well to eat that up, and then there will probably be leftovers for Sunday as well. Now I'm going to make some chicken noodle soup, so I'm going to map that out, and we always have so much that I'm going to put it on Monday as well. I love making homemade chicken noodle soup, especially in the winter. It's so easy, it's so comforting and warm. I just love it so much. Now, I do have a couple of things that I want to make. I want to make some chicken fried rice with vegetables and teriyaki marinated chicken. So having that stuff documented on my meal plan helps me out a lot, because I can take out like things that I need to get out of the freezer, marinate things easier when I have a plan and I'm not kind of scrambling at the last minute. So I'm putting that down, which is going to take care of a lot of my ingredients here. Something else that is quick and easy and delicious is we have habanero lime chicken that was in the freezer. So I'll map that out, and we eat that with potatoes, Parmesan crusted chicken, and Alfredo. Okay, I think that we're done. So what you're gonna notice here is that I actually did the sandwich and salads for lunches on the weekend. It is very unlikely that we will do that my boyfriend will do a sandwich, but I have a lot of items kind of in our pantry, whether that is mac and cheese, frozen pizza, different types of pasta. We probably will still have a few things for leftovers on hand. So I'm kind of leaving those open, and you know what? I'm just going to change that to free for all, because I'm not going to plan lunches those days so that we can eat up everything. And this is kind of new for us to not have a lunch plan on the weekends, but I think it's going to work out better than historically, so I want to give that a shot. Okay, so we have everything pre-populated. I went through and I made sure that we're consuming everything I have on my list of things that are going to go bad that we have in the house. And now I'm going to make my grocery list here, and then I'm going to go ahead and restock our pantry. So thank you so much for watching today. Just to kind of summarize some of the tips that I shared in this video. First, shop your pantry. Make a list of everything that you have on hand so you can build your meals off of what you already have. That's going to save you money, it's going to prevent food from going to waste, and it's also going to kind of challenge you to use what you already have in hand and maybe inspire some new recipes. Leading into the next one, don't try too many new recipes all at one time, just in case those do not work for you and your family. If you only have a couple, then you can kind of subsidize with leftovers that you know you're gonna like, versus kind of having an entire month of food you just are not going to eat. And lastly, do whatever works best for you, whether that's pen and paper, whether that's a digital log. For me, I like going digital. It's easy for me to copy and paste, especially since I have reoccurring meals. I can also print out multiple copies. If things change, I like to update my calendar so then I can go back to previous calendars and see what we were eating, what worked for us, what didn't work for us. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching us meal plan for our home. If you have any suggestions for things that I should consider / maybe some other people reading the comments should consider, please leave those down below. I would love to hear your feedback. And until next time, bye-bye.